in this community. All right, I could use that.
You're not over.
Hi, this is Senator Bernie Sanders. The good news is you're on the right website, and it's a really good website. The bad news is you're on the wrong page. Just scoot down to the bottom of the page, and you'll find your way back home to where you should be. Thanks very much for being part of our campaign.
See, I started off with a jacket. Got rid of that. Sleeves are going up. Probably take my shirt off in a few minutes, and it'll be quite the show here. Nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to embarrass the other guys here. It wouldn't be a good thing to do. Are we content? And I didn't even finish the sentence. And if you think that any president, you send me to the Oval Office, you think I can say to Wall Street, well, guys, I think it's important that you start paying a tax on Wall Street speculation so that all of our kids will have the opportunity to go to public colleges and universities tuition free. And they're going to say, hey, damn it, Bernie, that's a great idea. Why didn't we think of that? You got it, man. The way media looks at politics is they see it as a baseball game or a soap opera. Who's raising money? How well people are doing in polls? Who said something really dumb yesterday? Who slipped on a banana peel? Who insulted somebody? Who cares? And when I go to corporate America and I say, hey guys, you know, maybe it's a good idea that you not continue to shut down manufacturing plants in New Hampshire and Vermont and all over this country and send our jobs to low-wage countries abroad. They say, why didn't we think of that, Bernie? Fantastic idea. That's what we'll do tomorrow. It doesn't happen like that.
Because you're an honest person. I think you just don't know what's going on in the real world. And I would urge you, come with me to Vermont, meet real people. The country clubs and the cocktail parties are not real America.
Congressman, we have the highest standard of living in the world.
No, we do not. You go to Scandinavia and you will find that people have a much higher standard of living in terms of education, health care, and decent paying jobs. Wrong, Mr. Greenspan.
May I answer your question?
You sure may.
Thank you.
Let's not kid ourselves. A lot of the obstructionism and grassroots opposition to Obama and where Obama was born. If you think that doesn't have a lot to do with racism, you're wrong. My dad was born in Poland. Okay, came to this country at the age of 17. Nobody has asked for my birth certificate as to whether or not I was born in America. Okay, because that is their agenda. How many people do you think would vote for that agenda? No. Very few people. If the Republicans ran a 30-second ad, I think we should cut Social Security and Medicare and give tax breaks to billionaires, and I look forward to your support. But that is what they do.
That is what a family is about. And those of you, or at least those of you who are parents, more parents back here than there, I suspect.
The cost of incarcerating an inmate is greater than the cost of sending them to Morris College, Central Carolina, or the University of South Carolina.
That's right. Okay. And it's exactly right. I used to say Harvard University. I don't know how much it costs to jail people here. And the cost of Harvard is going up too, so I don't know. For. Against. For. Against. Sometimes. You're welcome.
So, me, I make a lot of money. Did you know that, Senator?
I kind of guessed that.
Yeah, I make a lot. So,
do you know what the unemployment rate there is?
It's extremely high.
Do you know how much it costs to go to college in Denmark? How much does it cost? Do you know? Do you know what their agenda is? Do you know what they believe in?
Do you know how the VA was processing claims? Do you know how many factories we have lost in the last 10 years?
Do you know what's going on in Nicaragua? What's going on in Panama?
You know what the bottom 60% own?
Do you know what the bad news is? You know what you have to do? Do you know what? You know what? Well, you know what? You know what? I got a pain in my stomach and I'm worried.
No.
My goal is to win this election.
Would you be interested in being her vice president?
Would she be interested in being my vice president?
Hi. How you doing?
Okay. Come on, Bernie, fill them up there.
Okay, here you go.
Last year we had to go out and buy them candy as they came to your house. Hey! Hey! here!
I'm Bernie Sanders, and I approve this message because dishonest ads should not be part of Vermont politics. For months, my opponent, Rich Tarrant, has been spending millions telling us about himself. Well, it's his money and he can spend it if he wants, but he has no right to distort my record or what I stand for. I can't match his money ad for ad, but I'll let the truth speak for itself. I trust you to use your good judgment. Please go to my website and check the facts. Thanks for listening. Is your Prime Minister a socialist?
No, sir. Our Prime Minister is quite conservative. He's the leader.
Conservative?
Yes,
Huh.
indeed.
So obviously, as a conservative, he wants to implement the American healthcare system that the Canadians are very aware of. I gather that was probably the first thing he did when he took power. Is that right?
Not exactly.
Why not?
Support for single-payer Medicare in Canada goes across all political stripes.
Basically, once you imply a belief in a right to someone's services, do you have a right to plumbing? Do you have a right to water? Do you have a right to food? You're basically saying that you believe in slavery, and you say you have a right to health care. Do you have a right to beat down my door with the police, escort me away, and force me to take care of you?
Senator Paul and I have some slight philosophical differences. My profound question to Dr. Krauss is, do you, as an employee at a federally qualified health center, consider yourself as a slave?
I love my job. I chose to work there. I do not feel like a slave. Thank you.
Are you worried that if we consider healthcare as a right in the state of Vermont, that the St. Johnsbury Police Department in the middle of the night is going to break down your door and force you to treat a patient? Is this an immediate concern of yours?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much for doing this. I just admire you for doing this so much.
This is the young lady I scared. The corporate media, Wall Street, the big money interests have so much power that no president can do what has to be done unless millions of Americans come together and say loudly and clearly, enough is enough!